God knows us so well, right? He knows us so well, even better than ourselves.
Yeah.
He knows us so well. In Ephesians 4:28, we will read how good God knows us.
Yeah.
Because we in our sin, we are too prideful to even ask. Now in Ephesians 4 verse 28, it reads, anyone who has been stealing must steal no longer. And this is of course us in our old life. We were stealing. And God tells us not to do that any longer. But they must pray. No, it doesn't say pray. They must ask.
No.
It says they must work.
Yeah.
Now, it says work here, but in the King James version, it uses the word labor. Now, the guys here with children, right? The wives, they know what labor is. But but for the people that don't, what is labor? Labor is to exert oneself to a point of exhaustion. So if you come home from work and you're not tired, have you really worked? So at the end of the day, right, when God looks down on you, what does he see? Does he see you mindlessly scrolling your phone, watching Instagram reels, or does he see you just watching one more episode of that one series you love so much, right? No. He wants to see you tired in bed, doing a prayer and sleep. So do the same thing the next day. Now, it continues, right? It says, doing something useful with their own hands. Now, what have we been doing with our hands? What have you been doing with our hands? Have you been holding your brothers and sisters down? Or have you been using your hands to lift them up? Right? So, it continues, guys. There's more. That they may have something to share with those in need. So what does the scripture actually calls us to do? It calls us to make a 180-degree turn. Because at first we were stealing. We were stealing from others, right? And using that what we stole to keep ourselves in life. Now the Bible is calling us to work. And after we've worked and gained things, take all of that which we have gained and share it with others.
Amen.
Share it with people in the world, not just disciples. So it says to go from stealing, not to go from stealing to working. No, it says go from stealing to working, and then that what you've gained, share it with the world.
Wow.
So the title I've been given is Fruitful Labour.
Amen.
Now, guys, don't worry. I don't want to be an advocate for Bitfood here. I don't want you all to start working there. That's Vincent's job. He's in charge of the personnel. Now, what this verse is trying to tell us is that we can be very egocentrical, right? The world revolves around us. And what we tend to do is take from others to feed ourselves. Now, I want to call us out to repent and walk the other way, right? Not to live for ourselves, but live as Jesus did, live for another. Now, how do we do that? Oh, sorry. Before I was a Christian, everything resolved about myself, of course, right? I was doing all the things I did in order just to feel happiness, right? I'd lie and steal to get my own will done. Now, in this way, we all can steal, right? We can steal people's energy, people's love, people's money, or just use their homes. Now, the Bible calls us higher. The Bible calls us to work for our own energy, for our own love, for our own money, and for our own home. And then to take all of that which we have gathered and to share it with the world, to share it with one another.
Yeah.
And why would we do that? To inspire them to do the same.
Amen.
Now, right, I could just be talking out of the Bible, but this is something that I have seen happen in my own life.
Come on, bro.
And that is with Vincent, of course.
Amen.
So, he's my boss, right? And I'm working, and we're getting along quite well, doing some things together. And at a certain point, we don't really have a lot of contact. And then something in me changes. I want to see him come to my house. So I'm like, Vincent, what do you like to eat? Let me cook for you, right? I take what I have been given. I have the money to cook. I have a house to invite people over. And I invite a friend over, someone who wasn't in the kingdom. He came into the kingdom, into the brother's house, and he saw how the brothers behaved to each other, how godly the house was, and it inspired him. Or at least that's what I hope to. That's what I think, right? He came over and he got inspired. So I took what I had been given.
Come on.
And I shared it with the world. And what did that do? It inspired the world to live a godly life. Now, guys, I am not special. So if I can do it, everyone can do it, right? So what did I do? Because we tend to be waiting for events, right? We tend to be waiting for Haven to realize a new single professional event, or Frank to realize a new Devo, or a new whatever, right? But guys, if our friends cannot make it there, or there's always something stopping us from coming, host your own event, right? Make your own events happen. So that is also my practical. Host an encouraging time with some friends or family from the world, and make sure that there's other disciples there so that they can see your life and be inspired. In closing, do a friend a favor and be fruitful through your labor.
Wow.